Hey YouTube, it's Justin, aka Demonic Sweaters, and I'm here with lesson 2 of my Rudiments series, drum lessons. And if you haven't seen part 1, I'll post a link down below for that, as well as the link to the written part of this exercise, which is located at pas.org. And this is the Rudiments, basically PDF from the Percussive Arts Society. And I'm kind of working through some of the exercises in there, and you can follow along with those if you like. Now, a couple of things that I wanted to talk about right when we get started in this lesson. A couple of things I forgot to mention at the end of the last lesson. Now, one, if we go back to the 5-stroke roll, which is exercise number 7 in the PAS document, you'll notice a couple of things that I forgot to mention in there. And one being the first one, you have a number 5 on the first note. And then on the second note, you'll notice a little arrow-looking symbol. Now, that little arrow-looking symbol is actually an accent, and that just means you're going to play that one louder. So, as I was saying before, the 5-stroke roll is a total of 5 notes, and then the 5th note is going to be the loudest one. So it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now that is the first one that you see there. There's actually 2 5-stroke rolls written. The second one is the left-handed 5-stroke roll. And another thing that I'm not sure that I mentioned before, that if you see the 2 R's, you know, saying 2 rights, and then the 2 L's, it looks like it says 2 lefts, but that's really not what that means. What that means is you're starting with the left and then ending with the left. And that's the same thing with the first one, the 2 right, you know, the 2 R's you see there. Don't think that that means you're going to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the left-handed one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now another thing that I failed to mention in the first lesson was the difference between open and closed. Like, you'll notice in almost all these exercises, you'll see something that says open and closed. Now, open just means that it's going to be a clean double stroke bounce like this. Whereas closed, it's going to be more of a buzz like this. Okay, so hopefully that clears that up between open and closed. Another way that it's often described is open will mean slow, and then closed will mean fast, even though this isn't exactly right, because the closed sound is more of a, I guess when they say closed, I've never quite understood why it's called that, but my guess is because it's closer to you're keeping the stick closer to the drum. That's my guess. All right, let's talk about the 6-stroke roll. Now, the 6-stroke roll is a really cool sounding rudiment. It's very military sounding. You may have heard this roll in things like the Police Academy movies or something like that. I'm sure that it's in there. It's what makes me think of. So basically the way that this one goes, if you look at the way that it's written, you'll notice an accent on the first beat as well as one on the 6th beat of each phrase. And as well as you'll see the number 6 above each of those. And so that means that there's going to be a total of 6 beats, or 6 snare drum hits, rather. And the way that we can think about this is we're going to start out on the right hand, just like it says, which is a 16th note, followed by a 30-second roll, and then another 16th note on the left, which is the 6th hit of the snare. So if we count it like this, I know that sounds a little confusing, but it's not as hard as it sounds. So it's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now, if we do the left-handed version of that, it's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so now for the closed version of that roll. It's gonna go like this. Remember, the closed just means more of a buzz roll instead of a clean double stroke roll. So it's going to sound more like this. And then the left-handed version. All right, so number 9 in the PDF is going to be the 7-stroke roll. And this one is kind of like the 5-stroke roll in the way to think about it. Same type of concept. You're gonna start out with the left, or with the right hand on the right-handed version, and then it's going to end this time on the left hand with the accent on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now for the left-handed version. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now for the right-handed closed 7-stroke roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Left-handed closed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's move on. I'm not so great at that left-handed 7, but you get the idea. I need to practice these myself. These are things that, you know, when you play drums for a long time, you kind of forget about how important these really are, and just practicing them for a little while will definitely improve your chop. All right, on number 11, the 10-stroke roll. This one looks really complicated, but it's really not. Let's go ahead and talk about how it's written there. First, you'll notice the 32nd note roll, if we're talking about the right-handed one, starts with the right hand, followed by and you'll notice the number 10 written up there as well. So we're gonna count to 10, but this time the 10th note is actually going to be a 16th note. The 9th and 10th notes are actually 16th notes, as you can see there, and those are the accents. So also followed by a 16th note rest. So let's count this out and you'll understand exactly what it means. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rest. Okay, now the left-handed one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rest. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rest. Yeah, let's go ahead and stop it at the 10-stroke roll. Next lesson, we'll get into the 11-stroke roll, and hopefully you guys... Oh, I never showed you the closed version of the 10-stroke roll. Okay, let's do that first. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rest. All right, forgot the last accent there, but that's okay. Now the left-handed closed 10-stroke roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rest. 1, 2, 3. And as you can tell, I'm quite a bit faster with my right-handed 10-stroke rolls. So that is something that I need to work on, doing my left-handed 10-stroke rolls. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this lesson. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And let me know if you noticed any mistakes that I have made, because, you know, I'm not 100% perfect at these either, and I'm always learning. So, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the lesson. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. I already said that. Make sure to subscribe. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Studio pizza. It's like a pretty loud buzz coming through.
I know.
Here we are in the studio with Charlie from Capture Sound. And I'm going to record some drums for Ronan Conroy.
It's got a toilet in there too. Can you spot the toilet?
No.
It's under the fridge.
Oh, that's where a toilet should be.
Yeah, because
right?
when food goes bad, you just flush it directly down.
I see.
As you can see, it's
yeah,
carefully
yeah.
hidden. So when food is rotting, we can just, there's a button on the back and it just ejects into the toilet and you can flush it directly.
Smells good in here too. Yeah, go ahead. Studio pizza. Should I keep playing? Should I keep playing?
Sure, a little bit.
Okay.
Welcome to the studio. This is where it happens. If you want the life of a rock star, come on in. We got it going on with this bitch. That's right, you know. This studio's a bitch.
Nej, het is wel bestuurd. Nee, het is niet. Ja, het weet ik niet. Nee. Ja, het is maar dat ik ben.
Studio pizza. Studio pizza. Studio pizza. Studio